these guys that are always very honest, unbiased, nuanced, integrity.
There's something really great about seeing someone be authentic.
Most honest and real about this. I'm gonna be telling you the truth like that.
See someone be true to their values.
I'll be honest with you. You want to get online and say a bunch of race? I hope those people get canceled.
It's not because you're someone who values integrity that you should expect that in everyone else. Well, we are valuing authenticity and honesty and integrity.
Honest, honest and true way.
Proof that people are telling the truth. And that to me makes me optimistic about the future.
I mean, honestly, guys, if they're gonna lie. So as you guys can see, right? Here's the gist of it. Let's give you guys a summary of what basically went down. Basically, long story short, what happened was Abba was seeing this girl for like 5 months, got her pregnant, right? He's running around with this narrative of like, oh, yo, like, I want her to have the kid and all this other stuff. Now, let me be very clear about this with this girl, okay? Because we're going to react to her video here. We got the full 19-minute video here because, you know, we knew that it would go down. So we already got it here. We're ready to go. We're going to go through this thing. Let me be very blunt about this. These chicks are crazy.
He is correct.
I have no doubt in my mind that she was gaslighting him. I have no doubt in my mind that she's probably not being 100% transparent. I have no doubt in my mind that she's probably nuts, okay? Let me be clear about that. I have no doubt in my mind about any of that stuff. However, Mr. Accountability over here, who made a huge thing with talking about Fresh when he knocked up an Asian girl, what does he do? He does the same exact thing with a chick that looks like Sneeko. You know? I find that very, very interesting. Because it's like, bruh, all you do is talk shit about other people. You talk shit about them taking L's. You say that you're, you know, I have integrity. I am honest, blah, blah, blah. And let's just be honest here. Like, that whole stream he did was a damage control fest.
Yes.
He knows she's sitting on more evidence. He knows that she could come out with more evidence. So he obviously didn't reveal everything that he has. She's going to probably respond and reveal what she has. And we're just going to see this whole thing go down. But again, let me be explicitly clear about this. Okay? This shit happens all the time. Women lie.
Why?
They try to trap you.
Why?
They do bullshit.
Your mom's a
They gaslight you.
to this day.
They are emotionally erratic.
This is true.
Right? I can't be sitting here telling you guys like, look, you know, the red pill tells you the truth about women and not give Abba the benefit of doubt here when it comes to this woman probably being erratic and nuts, especially when she's pregnant. Okay? I am not doubting the fact that she's nuts. As a matter of fact, I would concede that she probably is nuts.
Yeah.
But here's the big difference. Mr. Integrity, Mr. I hold everyone accountable, Mr. I am holier than thou, Mr. I'm on my moral high ground all the time, Mr. I'm going to go ahead and talk shit about Fresh for getting some Asian girl pregnant. Right? Remember that? Remember that? You were doing the same fucking shit with someone that looks like Sneeko, bruh. You basically had sex with Sneeko with a wig. Okay? Dead ass. Shout out to my guy Sneeko, by the way. Now it makes sense why you're so obsessed with him. I always wonder, like, yo, what's this guy's beef with Sneeko, bruh? Now now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Okay? So the reason why I'm cooking your dumbass
Yeah, boy.
is because of the way that you purport yourself to be. Because you had no problem with attacking Fresh relentlessly for months.
This is
you
true.
had no problem talking all kinds of shit about him getting an Asian girl pregnant. Remember? I don't want to kill the baby.
Yeah.
Right? Meanwhile, you're over here with this Asian chick. Kill the baby.
He is correct.
So that's why I'm roasting. If you were anybody else or whatever, this wouldn't matter. It really wouldn't. I wouldn't care. Dudes get chicks pregnant or girls try to trap niggas all the time, bro. But given who you are, the piece of shit that you are, the fact that you've been talking shit about everybody, trying to act holier than thou, that's why I'm fucking cooking your dumbass. Because you are a big hypocrite. And you know it's kind of funny too. Because I've been saying this for years about your monkey ass. I really have. I've been telling y'all forever. Yo, this guy Abba's a snake. He's not who he says he is. It's a little strange that he always keeps his private life private. Right? Me and Fresh have been very transparent. You guys have seen our W's. You guys have seen our L's.
This is true.
Talked about it. We've been out there. But these two fucking idiots out of Canada do everything in their power to not really let their audience know what they do behind the scenes. And now I can see why. Now I can see why. As a guy that's extremely critical of the red pill could have saved your dumb ass here.
This is true.
You might want to go pick up one of my books, Why Women Deserve Less and Why Women Deserve Even Less. You probably wouldn't have had these issues, honestly, right? You over here getting trapped by a chick after 5 months of dating. Like, what? That's crazy work. That's crazy work. And the fact that your facts and circumstances are identical to Fresh makes it even funnier.
Double
kill. Makes it even funnier. And then the cherry on top is that she looks like Sneeko with a wig.
Triple kill.
Anyway, let's go ahead and go through this thing. Okay? Let's go through her video. I'm going to be very fair. Okay? Because I know that she's obviously going to sensationalize stuff because we all know how women are when they're angry and they want revenge. And we'll kind of go through this.
My name is Libby, and I was a girlfriend of Abba from Abba and Preach. We were together for 5 months.
5 months.
And involved with each other for about 8 months total, but 5 months of that was a serious, committed relationship. I know when someone...
Hey, bro, you got to vet women longer than that, man. Come on, bro. About to have a kid with her? That quick? Come on, man.
In 5 months, but I think most would agree the first 5 months.
Yeah, this girl's name, we're going to call her Sneakita. Okay, we're going to call her Sneakita.
The relationship can feel very intense and be filled with a lot of love. And that means you can feel the opposite of that intensity if things are not aligning or if things are not compatible. I'm going to be talking about a pregnancy in which Abba ultimately walked away from. And I'm going to be talking about the difficulties and the emotionally harmful interactions I've had with Abba.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care.
I want to acknowledge something up front, and that is, I know exactly who I'm speaking about. I know exactly who Abba is. Abba is articulate. He is persuasive and he is calculated. Abba is the...
And that's when I knew that this story is credible right away, because the thing with Abba that I've been telling you guys for a while is that he's one of these guys that's very vindictive and very maniacal, right? He doesn't let on his snakiness up front. He tries to play it off and be like, oh, I'm transparent. I'm just like you guys, blah, blah, blah. It's bullshit. Like that entire 2-hour cope stream there's a reason why bro is drinking alcohol and like awkwardly dancing to make himself feel better. Like, let that sink in, chat. This is a guy that's never bothered, never annoyed, right? Always happy. Bro is drinking Korean alcohol, bro. Okay? So he's going to go ahead and try to like let it on like, oh, it's not a big deal. But he knew once Stevie Knight dropped this video on this chick that it was just a matter of time and he's got to get ahead of it. That's why he made that video. That's why he went live. That's why he showed you guys doctor text messages. That's why he only played phone calls, portions of phone calls, after he started recording, after finding out that she was recording, by the way. Okay? All damage control. All damage control.
The king of receipts.
And again, am I absolving her of responsibility? Hell no. You could already tell this chick is crazy. But it's Abba's fault for getting with a crazy bitch.
Good reaction. This is true.
At the end of the day, the guy that loves criticizing people's relationships, loves attacking people, loves, making endless videos on people's misfortunes.
Oh, well, well, well. Well, well, well. Well, well, well.
And anyone who really knows Abba would not willingly put themselves in the position I'm putting myself in right now, unless their experience was significant enough to speak on. I'm not here to cause spectacle. This is all informational, and I'll just leave it up.
And I'll give you guys credit. I'll give this idiot credit because he's done a great job of hiding his background for what? These guys been on YouTube since 2012, right? We've been able to dig up stuff of him getting pegged and doing all the weird shit that he does, right? But I always knew something was weird about this guy because he puts out a front to you guys when they're reacting to videos, whatever. Nobody really knows anything about Abba or Preach, Anus and Reach. Nobody really knows, right? And that's fine. Look, you guys want to be comment YouTubers. You guys want to go ahead and give commentary and give your reactions, all this other stuff, right? And you'll throw stones when you live in a glass house. That's all good. But don't get mad when people do the same thing back to you, okay? Don't get mad. It took a decade plus of you keeping your weirdness behind the scenes. But what's done in the dark will always come to light, my friend.
Yes!
For interpretation. I met Abba July of 2025, last year. And it was...
Shout out to Miss Platinum. Also, I want to shout out to 3 Digless with the 25 gifted earlier. And guys, just so y'all know, I am going to get off YouTube here in a second, go to Kick only, because if I really want to cook, I can't cook on here like that. As you guys know, YouTube is trash. Worst platform ever. That's where these bum-ass niggas make their life living is YouTube. YouTube is trash. Their only platform. We're multi-streaming and still do better numbers than these guys.
Really fun, and it was really interesting, and it was honestly full.
And they got 2 million plus subscribers, still fucking no motion.
Full of love.
That's why they've made like almost 100 videos on us, by the way.
4 months into the relationship, I start to see incompatibilities and inconsistencies that made me question the relationship and started to make me feel doubt.
Now, I want to be clear about this because an Abba's like coat fest for the past 2-hour coat fest that he did, right? One of his big arguments was, yo, she kept going back and forth with whether she wanted to have it or not, right? And I thought it was kind of interesting because when I watched her video, she's going to go into it that he displays certain behaviors that she didn't like, right? And we know how women are. They're erratic, they're emotional, especially when they're pregnant. You know, they're indecisive or whatever. But I find it interesting how we didn't get the other side about like what he was doing, which she's gonna go into a little bit here. But Abba didn't touch on like what he was doing from his end to make her feel that way. Right? So I found that a little interesting too. Which again, I predict she's gonna probably respond to him with more receipts, which you guys are gonna see here when she shows her fucking desktop. Clearly this chick was like building a dossier on this guy. Which is why he made the fucking stream that he made today, because he knows that she's going to come with receipts because she knows that he comes with receipts. He doctored a lot of those receipts and showed you guys recorded phone calls after the fact that he found out that she was recording him, which to be honest with you guys, the fact that she recorded him beforehand, then he found out after the fact, everything after that, clearly he's going to be more measured. He's going to be more calm. He's going to try to save himself. Right? I was actually looking at some of the notes here. Like, one of the things he said was, and I showed you guys earlier in the stream, he said, yo, make sure you tell me, make sure you let me be involved in every step of this, right? But when we look at the text, he's like, eat shit, get out of here, blah, blah, blah. You know, a little weird. So maybe we need a little bit more context. As usual, right? Men lie, women lie. The truth is typically somewhere in the middle. But make no mistake about it. He's not telling us everything for obvious reasons. I'm sure he probably is holding some other cards in case she makes another video.
As I started to feel those doubts, I found out I was pregnant. I was very nervous, but I knew I wanted to keep the child. I told Abba about the pregnancy, and he was actually very supportive. He was very excited.
Okay, so this confirms what he said. At first, he was excited and happy.
Always talked about how much he wanted children. And he said he was sure about the pregnancy, and he said...
And for those of you that don't know, he admitted while he was on stream that he has a low sperm count. So basically he shoots blanks, which I'm not surprised. He's a soy boy. He doesn't really train in the gym, right? I mean, we kind of already knew that bro was probably have the test levels of like a fucking infant. But Yeah.
That he was always very sure about me. I, however, did not feel sure about Abba.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Like I had mentioned, I started to see some core fundamental differences with our values, our lifestyle, and...
Now, she did mention that she grew up in like a Christian family or whatever. Okay. As far as
Wait a minute.
Abba goes,
Does it hurt when you walk? What?
Who are you?
I know he's not really that religious. Damn near like an atheist. I mean, he gets pegged and he asks, so what do we expect? But that might be one of the things. Also, you know, he's a wild progressive, guys, just so you know. Like, he'll sit there, him and Preach will sit there and pretend that they're centrists, but they're actually wild progressives. They are. And I noticed this when he debated Sneeko. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Abba had a debate with Sneeko, and they debated a bunch of different things like, you know, systemic racism, critical race theory, all like the stupid leftist arguments is what basically Abba made. And it makes sense. He's a Canadian. He's basically a socialist. He lives up in like Montreal or something like that. Super woke, super left. He lets on that he's a centrist when they do their videos, but these guys are progressives.
Damn!